Hi, welcome to Tango TV Tastings. I'm sommelier Marcus Raisler, and joining us this evening are
Robert
and Anne.
Welcome, Robert and Anne. Tonight we will be exploring California Reds, starting in the Carneros region with Domaine Chandon Pinot Meunier. Some of you may notice this from a previous tasting we had done. Domaine Chandon Pinot Meunier is one of 3 grapes used for the production of champagne. Champagne, they use Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, Chardonnay, and that's what they use in Champagne. Some houses used to use Pinot Grigio, but it has fallen out of favor, so you don't anymore. And Domaine Chandon being a property in Carneros, they do sparkling wine production and decided to make a still Pinot Meunier, which is excellent for us because, as you'll see, it's an exquisite wine. But the reality is not many people make it as a still varietal. Most people only use it for blending and creating champagne, or sparkling wine as it would be called, from Domaine Chandon. So enjoy. Cheers to the first.
Thank you.
And just let me know anything you smell, taste, your thoughts on the wine. Off the top of that, I get almost like a little spice. You get berry and then like a brown spice. Pick up any cherry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of a food would you pair this with?
Food with this would be a lighter, like you could go with some heavier fish like a salmon, which would be really nice, or something light like chicken, like chicken breasts if you did like lemon and chicken, something bright, something really kind of fun, because Pinot Meunier, being a distant cousin to Pinot Noir, actually was created by a mutation of Pinot Noir. It is very light in body. It's lighter wine. It drinks very light, but there's a lot more flavor, more spice flavor in this, I find, than in regular Pinot Noir. It's not meek by any means. There's a lot going on. So you've got that really bright cherry, and then you get this other side of it that's almost brown spice and ginger and kind of fun. So you can play with this wine. You can go for foods that have a little bit more flavor rather than going for the kind of lighter, tamer foods. So I really like this one. This would actually also do well with possibly some Thai food. Not the crazy spicy, but it would do really well with some nice Thai food like pad Thai.
Marcus, if this were more a Pinot Noir, I'd say this was more in the Burgundy style than a lot of typical California wines. Some of the California wines, particularly around the Santa Maria, Paso Robles area, tend to be a little heavier Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
I noticed in Burgundy and Oregon, they tend to be lighter and more fruity.
And this being from Northern California, it is a little bit lighter in that style of Burgundy, and the producers of this are a Champagne house originally, being near Burgundy, so they would make more of a Burgundian style Pinot or Pinot Meunier. But you are very true in that in the Central Coast, when they do grow Pinots, there's such a vast swing in temperature in that region that you will get the really hot days. And the only reason they can grow Pinot there is because the temperature swings back to a really cold night. So because it's cooler at night, you can actually grow Pinot in some of those pockets on the mountain range that's just bordering the coast. But if you go anywhere further inland, you can't actually grow Pinot because the skins of Pinot are very delicate, so they'll burn under the sun. So, but that's why you get great Pinot Noir from places like Oregon and Northern California, and Oregon being the same latitude as Burgundy. That's kind of why they figured out, hey, let's grow Pinot Noir here.
Delicious.
Right. So continue to enjoy. Stepping into our next one, Vinehaven Merlot. Now, Vinehaven is a project of Nils Venge. Nils Venge's winery is called Saddleback. He used to have multiple wineries. Gave one to his son, and sold some. He's a consultant for many wineries. But the really interesting fact about Nils Venge is he's the first American winemaker to score 100 points on a wine, and he's the only American winemaker to score 100 points on 6 of his wines. So excellent winemaker. Like I said, he consults for many other wineries And he himself has hung on to one last winery that he owns called Saddleback. And Saddleback, this is their second label, Vinehaven. And so this is his Vinehaven Merlot out of Napa. And you'll see when we drink this that it's not a light Merlot. It's no wimpy Merlot for those of you Sideways fans. It is very, very big. It drinks like a cab. You can already see that in the color as it gets in your glass, just really dark and rich.
It is. Beautiful.
Ooh, smell that oak on
Yeah.
there? Right off the nose. Big, bold. Almost a little currant on the nose too. Intense dry. Now we did just crack this bottle, so it is dry because there hasn't been much time to oxidize it. But that comes from leaving the skins in contact with the juice in the wine in the production. It gives it that tannin, that really dryness. Merlot is not one of the most tannic grapes, but in production you can, by leaving the cap in contact with the juice that's underneath, you can give it more. And you can also give it more by aging it in oak, which obviously right off the nose you get that big oak influence. So that is why you get such a big, bold, dry, tannic Merlot, is all winemaker. Excellent, excellent. And like I said, this you could compete with some of the cabs out there. It's just really big and robust.
Almost tastes kind of peppery.
Peppery, absolutely. You get that like little nuance of spice. It's almost like, I love how I describe winemakers as having like a chef with their spice rack. Winemakers have all these interesting things they can do with the barrels and with the, you know, aging it and leaving the skins in contact with the juice longer. You can do so many different things and create this fun wine out of, you know, you drink Merlot all the time and some of it's so uninteresting that people, as with the Sideways craze, have steered away from it. But then you drink one like this and you know why people got into it.
Well,
Yes.
this is very good.
Yeah,
This
it's
is very good.
excellent.
And by the way, with Sideways, I believe one of Miles' favorite wines, a French one, was actually Merlot.
Yes, it was. Yes, that's the funniest thing. It's a Right Bank Bordeaux, and Right Bank is known for their Merlot. They're mostly Merlot in Bordeaux. It's the most widely planted grape. And then, yeah, that's the irony of the movie, is that wine people actually, at the end of the movie, when he says that, go, wait a minute, you've been bitching about Merlot the whole movie, and here one of your favorite wines is Merlot.
Well, it's a Merlot more like this than some of the others are.
Yes, exactly.
Wonderful.
That was good.